In 1943 we had more air raids and more, always more heavy. And then in Nurenburg they were thinking how to get air raid shelter for people, because most people were sitting in their own cellars in the houses, and the houses were different houses with wooden ceilings, no concrete ceilings, so that was not very safe sitting down there. And so they thought we'd take all the other cellars and arrange it or alter them that people could go to there. But they had also got to know that cities like Hamburg or in the Ruhr district or Lübeck, they had very heavy air raids, and when the houses were burning on either side of the street or a small street, it was first maybe the people didn't get out of the cellars because everything was burning. The whole staircases all was made in wood, and so they couldn't come out of their cellars. They burned or in their cellars, and so they connected the cellars by those passageways made that, and the last exit was into the dry moat. And being in the dry moat, you would have been out of the old city, the burning city. And here you see, we have one in here. That is that cellar that we have been in. That is the passageway. Here is another part that we are going to see now. And you see here is a connection to this cellar, then to the moat, and another to this cellar and out the moat, because it might have been that a bomb had dropped exactly here. So in the western parts, people came out here, and that they came into the dry moat from these means. And this is the cellar that they installed for putting the works of arts in right at the beginning of the war, already in '39. And that is also, we have once a day at 3 o'clock in the afternoon a tour in here showing it. But these cellars saved really the lives of many people, about 20,000 or 22,000 people. I have read several numbers, because it was said that 1 square meter is minimum for one person in a cellar. Yes, so we were really sitting close together in those areas. I was not living in Nurenburg at that time, in the Ruhr district, in the industrial area. That's it. So, but let's go to the park. Here you see the cellars.
Pardon, they're getting on my knees. My niece.
What happened to your knee? Well, you broke it.
So down. No, this is 4th level now. 30 meters of this here. Another level was built because the brewer needed more cellars, and then he had this new cellar cut here. And here you see barrels. These are not barrels, beer barrels, because after this, the beer brewer had gone from here, a firm that put pickles in barrels. You know, pickles and sauerkraut as well. They worked in here till 1971. Working here in that coolness, and then they left the place and left some of the barrels around. See, this is. Can you move a little bit, please? Yeah, that I get the light on the spot.
Yeah, move the light, Barbara.
I just we explain here the rock. I mean, it's not homogeneous from up to the bottom. The sandstone is red in Nurenburg. You see that on the houses as well, because there is iron included, and a little bit of chalk to be seen here. But this is these layers are clay, and you know the water that they got in the city of Nurenburg, in the ancient city, came from wells that they cut into the hole, into the rock, made a hole. And here the water, the rainwater, seeps through, and here it stops. Now here the water forms a level of water, and hole the water can drop in, and then people got the water out of it. And the water didn't get as far as to the groundwater, so before it came to the groundwater, it came from those layers of water inside. So that was mainly the system how they got water in the city. And later on also from springs outside the city, through pipes, through wooden pipes, was led to the city. 1800, the city was the smallest, then just to the fortification wall. Here's the station. Have you come by train or by car? Car. But you have seen the fortification wall in some parts. So that was completely around the city, 1800. 20,000 inhabitants in that year, and 100 years later, industry came up here. We had 250,000, 10 times more, and the city spread all over the side. But at that time, they had many, many wells. I told you that they cut wells and had over 1,000 private wells and 140 wells in the street, so you could get your water outside. Some houses didn't have their own water, but they used the less.
But in the during the war we had buttons
with phosphorus on it. Because in the streets, no light, you cannot see the very few cars that were running in the city, and just a little bit of light coming to the or bicycles as well. And you can have buckets with phosphorus, so that we just bump together in the dark street. You can't go to your neighbor without asking that bottle. No, this is closed now because on top is a little brewery. This was made 20 years ago. And because in the ancient city there was no brewery anymore, and so an owner of another brewery outside Nurenburg, he had the idea that to construct a little brewery upstairs. And now they are storing beer here. Bock beer, that's a type of dark beer, Bock beer. You know about the beers in Germany? No, blonde. No beer drinker. Blonde. I like blonde. You like blonde. Yeah. So the dark beer stays very long period good in those bottles. It was filled in the bottles in December 1998, and they say, the brewer says it's still drinkable. I mean, must be like that. And he makes a brandy out of beer that is in those bottles.
I thought that was grappa.
No, grappa, no. We first have a schnapps. First the brandy and then the beer, and another brandy, another beer. Then it's not beer. You know where beer is made from? Well, this is hops and malt. This is malt. This is malt. You go outside. This is barley.
Go outside.
Malt.
He doesn't like the smell.
And then it is ground, and then the rest and the water and heat it and turn it up. And this is hops that gave this taste to it. Like that. It grows on the stick and it's
So that's one
this is the flower out of it, and there inside is that. That really looks like a that piece of taste because it tastes everywhere. And the more you begin with, the more it tastes. And you also expect stability. And what was done?
You drink beer?
It was done in the cellar. Here is what
What you drink?
fermentation.
Wine? You like wine,
Yes,
Dana?
Sometimes.
It's
I'm a drinker of beer.
I mean, here's a very, very little quantity that is made over here. Just, so,
Thank you.
Farmers that work without fertilizers and pesticides like in the Middle Ages. So eco-beer, Deutsch, ne? Ökologisches Bier. Without.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the name of that.
beiden 1,80 Meter lang. Allgemein waren die Menschen seinerzeit nicht so groß. 1,50, 1,60, 1,70 war fast schon groß. Es konnte also ohne weiteres vorkommen,